Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Happy Thirsty Thursday, April 3rd, after the tariff announcement. Well. Look at what we have here, guys. We have very easily broken key support on the Nasdaq and on the S&P, and testing key support here on the Dow. These two, of course, are more important to me. The broader market, 500 stocks, 100 stocks, and of course, my instrument of choice is the Nasdaq here, guys. So down days, to say the least, and bearish bodies on all three sisters. We are below balance here for now, guys, but coming back to the volume weighted average price before the market opens. We got about a minute and a half before the market opens. Here's my trading grid, guys, daily, 30-minute, and the 1-minute chart on the right-hand side. There's that down trend, of course. We are technically in a correction in the stock market here, both in the S&P and in NASDAQ, of course. 30-minute time frame, guys. Here you can see that rocket ship ride we had yesterday. It looks like nothing compared to this, right? But this is that rocket ride. I was locked out here in the morning. And then, of course, after hours, guys, after 4 p.m. when Trump started speaking, big spike, a little celebration of sorts, and then that quickly turned very sour and sold all the way down here into the pre-Asian session. We've kind of rounded back over and now are finding support right back at that level with a bullish body here in this pre-market 30-minute candle that ends in 30 seconds. We'll see if we find support here like yesterday. Remember yesterday, guys? We had a similar kind of a picture here, pulled all the way down to support in the pre-market and then rallied strongly from there. I wonder if we're going to do the same sort of thing here. Who knows? Or if we're going to meander a little bit and then drop down and go even lower. This open, guys, is going to be very interesting indeed. I will be very patient to watch the tug of war between the bulls and the bears and the undecided as they try to decipher what direction they want to take. And we are open here on New York. I'll bring you back after the 1-minute open range is formed and we'll take it from there. And the 1-minute open range is formed, guys. It looks like a pretty big one, probably 100 points or so. 88 points, okay, on the NASDAQ, and we're looking at 19 points on the S&P. Slightly bigger than usual, guys, on both of these. Right at VWAP, as you can see. Let's see how we do now. This is the volume-weighted average price of all transactions that have occurred since the start of the trading session, way back here at 6 p.m. last night. It is now 9:31 a.m. the following day. Perfect balance right here, guys. Nothing for me to do. And starting to pull back here, guys, to the open range. All right, guys, we're getting some alignment here, at least between the NASDAQ and the S&P. But pretty lackluster here this morning as the market tries to figure out what to do next. I'm really looking for some definitive structure here to work with, or there is no trade for me. And as most of you know, as long as we are in and around the open range, there's nothing for me to add. I'll just cut all of that out. Just going to clear up these markers and zones here, guys. Breaking down below open range. All right, guys, just pulling out a marker here. In fact, when this candle closes, guys, I will short below it, stop above that shift candle in the middle of the open range. Here we go. All right, candle closing now, guys. My stop sell order is below this candle. If we stay strong, I'm not in. If it breaks down, I will be short. S&P below open range, below VWAP, below 9 and 21, both dropping down at 2 standard deviation bands on the volume weighted average price. Looking for the NASDAQ now to follow suit and weaken below here in order to enter to continue this overall bearish tone. And I'm in, guys. I am in short the NASDAQ. it's the patience game. And target 1 has been hit, guys, and so the 1R all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits, and the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1R. And now we'll wait and see what happens to these two players. So why am I short, guys? Well, hopefully it's very self-explanatory. We have a very weak stock market here, guys. We're down 4.9% on the NASDAQ. In the broad market, of course, S&P is down 4.25 as well. The Dow is down 3.7, and small caps are down 6.5%. We are basically in a form of free fall, shall we say. The daily is very much ruling the show here. And so we have impulse, of course, on the 30-minute chart, guys, from yesterday during the speech from Trump after hours. Impulse, guys, really a significant move. And then a little bit of a corrective here, impulse down, corrective in the pre-market, and then coming into New York and then rounding back down again. Why would I short into a zone here? Well, this zone, guys, was actually up higher. It was actually up here from the speech, and then of course we had a close below in the pre-market during the UK session, and then a breakdown below, and then pulled back, and now just retesting again without breaking structure to the upside. So that really is a no-brainer for me under the energy and torque of the daily. If this was a neutral day or a bullish body, I most certainly would not be selling into a zone of this nature. But that is not the case. We are basically, as I mentioned, in a very vulnerable and free fall type of market here. Things could get very serious from here if one doesn't think that they're serious already. And of course, we had this tug of war, as discussed earlier, between the bulls and the bears, this bar coding inside of the open range, breakdown below. S&P, of course, confirming this entire move, in fact, leading the move. That's 500 blue chip stocks, guys. And so this is really a no-brainer. Taking the sell below, I have to sit through a little bit of pain here, a little bit of threatening to come back, attempts to buy, but the 9 staying below the 21, except for a little moment here, and then breaking back down below and resolving down even further. And target 2 has been hit, guys, and so the 1.5 hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits. And we're back, guys, and as you can see, we have pulled all the way back to my original entry, and so the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has been stopped out at break even. And this is a little sad, isn't it? Got about 2 or 3 points, maybe 2 points away from the 2R target. That would have been the end of the video. But now I'm going to wait until we get all the way back here or round all the way back down again, just to make sure that we're perfectly accurate here, guys. But this is a 1.5 hour winning day, no matter how we slice it, worst case. And there it is, guys. Finally pulled all the way back to my original stop. And so we have a 1.5 hour winner here, guys. 2 points away from all of the models being profitable, a 1 hour charge for the 2R all or nothing, and a break even for the 2R move stop to break even. Thanks for being with me here today, guys. Appreciate you. Have an amazing afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon.